auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not blood, this the auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not blood, this the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary, and it's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary, it's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary, plug in the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary, it's the auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not blood, this the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. You cannot talk to me if you are not blood, this the auxiliary.
There is a ladder that we like to climb. And so when you see somebody that you grew up watching pound the pavement and then see where they've gone, it's exciting to see them come back home and sit with you and tell you their story. So right now, without further ado, I want to bring up one of my favorite people, Mr. John Monopoly.
Everybody's facing this. I don't know my work.
Make some more noise for John Monopoly, y'all.
Yeah. How many people in the audience know exactly who John Monopoly is? Here he is. So I want y'all to give a big round of applause for our brother, Mr. John Monopoly.
Make some noise, make some noise.
Here he is.
Pioneers.
How you feeling there?
Tired of
You do a lot. You do a lot, my brother. I managed Busta Rhymes for a while, Missy Elliott for a while, Mobb Deep for a while, Shauna for a while. We did a big hit record in 2006 called Getting Some that went multi-platinum. Absolutely. Shout out to Shauna. Virgil Abloh, the designer, was my intern. Rest in peace, Virgil. Probably most known for discovering and managing Kanye West, who I still work with to this day. And a couple other people. But
That's me. But hey, those a couple other people. Amazing.
So, a lot of us as creatives, like when we came up, like we wanted to be in arts. Like, how did you get into being a promoter? Was like that a passion of yours, or did you just find yourself in?
my mom was an educator. Hey, mama. My mom actually was a teacher before she was an entrepreneur. She taught at Dunbar High School in my neighborhood.
Oh, did she?
And
I went to Dunbar.
Dad, absolutely. Okay, my dad went to Phillips, and she really, was like pushing like education in the household. When I was very young, I wanted to be a doctor, Isaac. And I saw a movie called Crush Groove. Maybe I'm kind of aging myself a lot with that.
But they need to know. That's what our show all about. They did.
So Crush Groove is basically the story of Russell Simmons at Def Jam Records. And I saw the movie and lost my mind and decided, as we all do, absolutely. So that's what really pushed me to want to be a promoter and then get in the music business, because in the movie, Blair Underwood, who played Russell Simmons, was a promoter turned record executive. Very easy.
Got it. Okay, so co-founder of Violator Management, Chris Lang, he was your mentor, right? Okay, so what's one of the things that you took from him that helped you mentor the likes of artists like Kanye West and everybody else that you've mentored?
I would say the biggest thing that Chris taught me was integrity and being a man of your word. He built a 9-figure business, but didn't really have contracts with his artists.
That's because everybody seemed like everybody talked great about him. Everybody loved him.
To be honest, I don't even know if he had one contract with any of his artists. It was like a more of a thing, whereas it was understood that he was going to do what he said he was going to do, and it was just an understanding.
That's an interesting though. No contracts. Wow.
So I have a business now called Best Served Cold, which is kind of like an extension of my company, Hustler. This is my company, Hustler.
Absolutely.
And it's a creative agency, and we work with everybody from Snoop Dogg to Ice Spice to French Montana to Ty Dolla $ign. We have 12 of the biggest clients in the world. We don't have every contract to literally do non-exclusive deals, to do brand partnership, consultations, just bring deals, vet the deals, negotiate, take our commission, move on to the next.
Oh, that's super dope.
It's just clean. It's easy.
So the Excel Festival, right? We had one question for you that kind of went towards that. If you could choose one industry to be a part of, music or film, which one would you choose? Because you do some of everything.
Well, music is my initial passion. I am working on 2 film projects right now. I don't think I could really choose one of the other. Really, I would say that I want my career to continue down a path of diversification, so that I'm not pigeonholed in one box.
Yeah, got it.
It's kind of been your motto the whole time, that diversification, you know what I'm saying? And I recall and remember when you started, when we was younger, that we used to see you passing out flyers and stuff. You was already on that. We wasn't even thinking about that back then. Yeah.
I would always kind of take pride in, like, I would book the artists for the shows and the parties, promote the party, do the marketing, host the event, but I was never too big to be out on the block, per se, with my street team. And I want to say that's what kind of set me apart.
Amazing.
So what advice would you have? So we have the auxiliary networks, Oxman. Where y'all at? Yeah. All these young people in the black and white shirts, they're all performers, rappers, videographers, filmmakers. Y'all give it up for the youth. What kind of advice would you give them that they can walk away from today that would help him in the future? Like, what do you wish that you would have known at their age?
I wish I would have known that with hard work, dedication, the resilience to continue to develop a skill set and staying aligned with the Most High, anything at all is possible.
It is.
Did y'all get that? It's going to be a test.
Absolutely.
Okay? And the last part was staying aligned with the Most High. If you missed that part, y'all give it up for that message. So we always, we're Chicago natives. And so, when you from Chicago and somebody say they from Chicago, you ask them, wait, what's up? Because if you say Naperville, we going to be like, nah, you gone fly.
Yeah, you definitely ain't from Chicago.
So where you from in Chicago?
Technically, I'm from the low end. I know it's called Bronzeville now. I grew up in a beautiful building in Lake Meadows on 33rd and Cottage.
Period. Give up a Lake Meadow. It's like the Bougie Products now, but it's okay.
But, it was 2 blocks away from Ida B. Wells, so it was a little complicated at dark. But complicated, that's a good word.
At dark.
Complicated at dark.
And I used to be around there. I didn't know you was that close.
Yeah. But I'm from the low.
Nice.
Okay, so I was doing some research on it, and I seen that you were connected to the early success of Trinidad James. Gold on the my man. Yeah, all that. So on the business side, was that just like a one-off thing where you discovered them and then you got compensated for that and that was it? Or with the new success that that song has had with like Good Omar, you with him on that over. Like, do you still benefit from that?
No, yeah. What happened was I saw Almost Everything on World Star Hip Hop the day that it came out. I didn't think he was necessarily the most amazing MC.
Right.
but I knew that the record was a platinum record. So I just chased it down, did the distro deal for it. And,
You did that on your own.
yeah, I just, I'm crazy. So it's like I called everybody in Atlanta, and so I found a guy named Amir who.
I'm sorry, your mom is agreeing.
No, I mean, I'm actually crazy. I have bipolar disorder. But so I called everybody in Atlanta until I got somebody to answer, put me with the company TIG. Went to Atlanta the next day and brokered the distribution deal with Empire. So Empire was the initial distributor for TIG. For off of that particular record before they did the Def Jam you did. So for a short period of time, I actually owned a piece of that song, Leopard and Garage.
So you just dropped, you just slid in on bipolar. We can't walk past that. So what does bipolar look like to you, and how do you deal with it? If it's something easier,
I have to take medication a couple of times a day. I can't drink, I can't smoke, I have to do therapy, I have to meditate, I have to pray a lot. And it's really hard. It's the most difficult thing I've ever dealt with. But mental health in our community is kind of a passé topic, but I don't care. I know what I've done. I know what I've contributed into society, into my culture. And some people accept me for it, and some people don't, and it's fine. Yeah, I'll clap it up for that.
Y'all clap it up for that.
How does it affect your business though, like in relation to the artists that you deal with, or just your business in general? Does it have a profound effect on your business, or no?
It has, but there are some people that I don't do business with because of it. But I made so many people wealthy that they typically get over it. So I do know, I don't know.
Yeah, money changes things, bro. Yeah. It's cause that's just John. Yeah, yeah.
When you create a couple billionaires, people be like, it's all right.
Yeah. He get married every now and then. Right.
So you said you created a couple of billionaires. Would you consider Kanye one of them?
Sure.
So what's your relationship with him currently?
Talk to him about that.
Nice. How is he doing? Because the media has Kanye looking a certain kind of way, and people say all kinds of good things about Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, that's my brother, so we talk all the time. We typically, discuss, we both have bipolar disorder. We counsel each other. We talk about how's this medication working with you, and how's that medication working with me, how's your therapy, this, that, and the third. And we still do business. I'm working on a 62 city world tour for him right now, but that's like in the backdrop. We're there for each other as family, and I'll never leave my family. So,
Okay.
Y'all give it up for that. I don't think that I've ever heard anyone, especially as black men, have an open and honest discussion about his mental health. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's really good. Sorry.
What steps do you, and this is for the other black men, because what steps
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Get them together.
what do you think that someone should take? Like, what are the signs that someone should look into getting therapy or diagnosed?
I would say your general, it's a behavioral and mood disorder. So if you are not steady and you go from left to right and up to down too rapidly, that could be a sign. If you had accelerated and slurred speech, if your pupils are dilated, there's so many different things, but ultimately, if you do not maintain an even keel, you should just get checked out. You know what I mean? And it's not an embarrassing thing. It shouldn't be a shameful thing. You know, I know a lot of other races. You know, they go to shrinks without even being ill. You know what I mean? That's not even a bad word. But for whatever reason, in our community, you know, mental illness is taught to us that it should be, I don't know, like a hidden, shameful thing. And I don't care. I mean, I turned 50 the other day. You know what I mean? So, happy birthday. My point was, you know, I'm not 15. I'm not a child. You know, it's like when I was very young, I was embarrassed. But now I just don't care. Got it.
And our community don't normally think about therapy as a solution.
Right.
You know, so that's an amazing.
For sure.
So at this time, we want to open up the questions to the audience. Y'all bet y'all didn't think y'all were going to be participating, did you? Is there anybody who has a question that they want to ask John? How do you stay so focused with so many eyes on you?
How I stay so focused? Well, I think I stay focused by the attention I have to wanting to be a good husband and trying to provide for my family. My wife and I are trying to have a baby, and I want to leave a legacy for him or her, and make sure that no matter what, I make sure that they're comfortable in my absence.
Still.
Nice. Do we have any more questions? Kid Pride from the Oxman. Y'all give it up for the Oxman.
Yeah, pride.
Now speak with your outside voice.
Okay, I will do that. All right. Okay, I got a question. I got two questions. I'm gonna say audience after. But what was the moment where you was like, I made? Tell me about that one.
I haven't had it yet.
I'm gonna step in and ask that question. I asked that question to the legendary Alan Toussaint, and he said to me, "There is no place to arrive. Enjoy the journey." And that has stuck with me and has been the way I live. Do we have any other questions for Jar? She said, is there an art? She said, hi, my name is Stella B. Y'all give it up for Stella B. She said, is there an artist that you would like to work with that you hadn't worked with?
Sade. Wow. I'm with you on that one. Wow. Love Sade.
Yes. Do we have any more questions?
Miss Regina raised her hand.
I didn't see Miss Regina.
Like an artist in Chicago? Hire Regina Dance.
Oh, shit. Absolutely. To those of you that don't know.
So if you didn't hear the question was, what do you recommend for the artists today to help with their promotion? And the answer was, call Regina Dance.
I think Miss Regina set that up because that was just too smooth because she noticed, man.
That's how you know she's good. What she
That's that job. Regina Dance. Oh, you don't know that woman? Never met her. Never met her a day in your life, bro.
Not one time.
We'll take more questions. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
Y'all very well. Look, we start to retire. So, as an entrepreneur, what time is Zari? He's trying to get a sense of the day.
He's trying to get a sense of a day of how you make it happen in your life.
I live in LA, so I wake up around 5:45 to start my calls at 6 because I have a lot of calls on the East Coast. And then I work constantly until around 8 o'clock at night. So I typically do like 14-hour days. I'll do like 30 minutes for lunch, and then I'll do dinner with my wife right when I'm done, and then try to go to bed around 9 or 10.
You got that? Okay. Are you going to take on that schedule?
You don't take on this schedule.
And we gotta give Mr. Monopoly a shout out because he came here early he was supposed to be here tomorrow, but he came early to talk to you guys and show us some love with the Auxiliary Network and XL Fest 25. So we appreciate you, my brother. No problem.
Yeah, and XL Fest 25 is about hip hop this year. So I have a personal question because that's where we came from, hip hop. So what does hip hop and what does hip hop meant to you in your life, just in general?
It's such a big part of I mean, it's literally everything. I mean, Crush Groove is the story of hip hop.
Yes.
Crush Groove is the film about the CEO of hip hop, Russell Simmons. When I was 12 years old, everything changed for me when I saw that film. It changed the direction of my life and the trajectory of my career. It's not just music, it's not just production, it's not just design or break dancing or DJing or rapping or none of that. It's literally a cultural movement and a calling like no other, and it embodies every part. So,
Okay. Well, before we get John out of here, we got a quick segment that you need to, because you know what I'm saying. Do we got any Southsiders here? Southside. We got any Westsiders here? Okay. John, this is called the Big Back segment of this show. You know what I mean? This is for people that the foodies, the ones that like to eat. So we're gonna give you a choice between Harold's and Uncle Ramus. Which one are you going?
I'm from the South Side, bro. Knock it out. But you know, I love Uncle Remus. I do love Uncle Remus, but I'm from the Lou. What do you feel?
Okay, now let's go pieces. Are we going Lou Malnati's or are we going Giordano? No, we ain't talking Italian. We ain't having an Italian fiesta in there at all, because that's a cheat code. That's the cheat sheet.
I like the Lou Malnati's over Giordano.
Okay, cool. What about Home Run Is?
Home Run is great, but if we're gonna be talking about something like that, I'm gonna do Italian Fiesta or Reggio's.
Y'all greedy as hell. Hoorah. They greedy as hell. Okay, we gonna get the Italian beef though. Okay, Italian beef. Portillo's. I got my phone. Portillo's up. So you don't know nothing about Johnny's beef or the West Side? Okay, because you're from the West Side. Let's see, Cole Hall. Everybody give it up for Cole Hall. He went with the Johnny's.
But nobody don't want to give props to Sketchy. What up, Corey? What up, Corey?
All right, let's get my brother out of here. Back to the list.
But you know what I did want to do? A segment, and I need to know this myself. Mount Rushmore of Chicago. Give me your top 4 MCs. The top 4 MCs. First.
Rod, Common. Lupe. I mean, of course, my brother.
Yay for those of you though. Lupe, yay, Twister.
Well, did y'all?
And you know why that's equal to South Side to West Side?
West Side. There we go. I love that. Common, Lupe, Yay, and Twister. Got it.
So we appreciate you coming and sit with us on today. Y'all put y'all hands together for the serious there.
We appreciate you for voting.
Yeah, y'all stand up and give John Monopoly a round of applause.
The auxiliary. Oh, you cannot talk to me if you are not the auxiliary.
Thank you for watching the Auxiliary Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more dope content.
It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary. It's the auxiliary.